Back in 1983, legendary filmmaker John Carpenter brought one of Stephen King's most unusual horror stories to the big screen. Christine wasn't about a haunted house, a monster, or a serial killer. Instead, the villain was a beautiful red 1958 Plymouth Fury with a terrifying mind of its own. The film followed shy teenager Arnie Cunningham as he transformed from an insecure outcast into someone completely consumed by his obsession with the mysterious car known as Christine. Over the years, the movie became a cult classic and remains one of the most beloved Stephen King adaptations ever made. Now, more than 4 decades later, let's discover what happened to the cast and how they've changed since 1983. Keith Gordon, as Arnie Cunningham, then 1983. Born on February 3, 1961, Keith Gordon was 22 years old when he landed the lead role of Arnie Cunningham. Arnie begins the film as a shy, awkward teenager constantly bullied by his classmates. But after purchasing Christine, everything changes. Keith's performance brilliantly captured Arnie's frightening transformation from innocent outsider to dangerous obsession-driven young man. His portrayal remains one of the most memorable performances in horror cinema. Now 2026. In 2026, Keith Gordon is 65 years old. After achieving success as an actor, he eventually found even greater success behind the camera. Over the years, he became a highly respected television director, working on numerous acclaimed series. Although his appearance has changed dramatically since his days as Arnie, fans still instantly recognize him as the young man who fell under Christine's deadly spell. John Stockwell, as Dennis Gilder, then 1983. Born on March 25, 1961, John Stockwell was also 22 years old when the film was released. As Dennis Gilder, Arnie's best friend, he served as the story's voice of reason. Dennis desperately tried to save his friend from Christine's growing influence. Audiences admired his loyalty, courage, and determination. Now 2026. John Stockwell is now 65 years old. Like Keith Gordon, he eventually transitioned into directing. His successful career behind the camera includes numerous television and film projects. Today, he remains active in the entertainment industry and continues to be remembered fondly by horror fans. Alexandra Paul, as Lee Cabot, then 1983. Born on July 29, 1963, Alexandra Paul was just 20 years old when she portrayed Lee Cabot. Lee became Arnie's girlfriend and quickly found herself caught in the terrifying conflict between Arnie and Christine. Her beauty, intelligence, and charm made her one of the film's most memorable characters. Now 2026. In 2026, Alexandra Paul is 63 years old. Over the years, she enjoyed a successful acting career, appearing in numerous television shows and films. Many fans also know her for her environmental activism and charitable work. Her transformation over 4 decades has been remarkable. Harry Dean Stanton, as Detective Rudolph Junkins, then 1983. Born on July 14, 1926, Harry Dean Stanton was 57 years old when he appeared in Christine. Already a respected character actor, he brought credibility and authority to every scene. His portrayal of Detective Junkins helped elevate the film's suspense. Now, sadly, Harry Dean Stanton passed away on September 15, 2017. He was 91 years old. According to reports, he died of natural causes while receiving hospice care in Los Angeles. His passing marked the end of one of Hollywood's most extraordinary careers. Today, he remains celebrated as one of the greatest character actors of all time. Robert Prosky, as Will Darnell, then 1983. Born on December 13, 1930, Robert Prosky was 52 years old when he portrayed Will Darnell, the owner of the garage where Arnie restores Christine. His tough personality and memorable performance made Darnell one of the film's most unforgettable supporting characters. Now, Robert Prosky passed away on December 8, 2008. He was 77 years old. Reports stated that he died following complications during heart surgery. Fans continue to remember his incredible screen presence and distinctive voice. Robert Darnell, as Moochie Welch, then 1983. Robert Darnell played Moochie Welch, one of the bullies who constantly tormented Arnie. His character's actions helped set many of the story's tragic events into motion. Now, Robert Darnell largely stepped away from the spotlight after his acting career. Unlike many of his co-stars, he chose a more private life away from Hollywood. William Ostrander, as Buddy Repperton, then 1983, born on September 20, 1959, William Ostrander was 24 years old when he portrayed Buddy Repperton. As the leader of the bullies, Buddy became one of the film's primary human antagonists. His violent behavior made audiences instantly dislike him. Now 2026, William Ostrander is now 67 years old. Although he appeared in numerous television shows throughout his career, horror fans still remember him best as Buddy Repperton. His transformation over the decades has surprised many longtime viewers. Kelly Preston, as Roseanne, then 1983, born on October 13, 1962, Kelly Preston was only 21 years old when she appeared in Christine. Though her role was relatively small, it represented one of the early steps in a career that would eventually make her a Hollywood star. Now, sadly, Kelly Preston passed away on July 12, 2020. She was 57 years old. Her family revealed that she died after a private 2-year battle with breast cancer. Her passing deeply saddened fans around the world. Today, she is remembered not only for her acting talent but also for her kindness and generosity. David Spielberg, as Mr. Casey, then 1983, born on March 6, 1939, David Spielberg was 44 years old when he portrayed Mr. Casey, one of Arnie's teachers. His scenes added depth to the story's school environment. Now, David Spielberg passed away on December 1, 2006. He was 67 years old. Reports indicated that he died from complications related to cancer. His long television career left a lasting impression on audiences. Christine herself, the 1958 Plymouth Fury, then 1983. Although not a human cast member, Christine became the true star of the movie. Several vintage Plymouth Fury vehicles were used during filming to create the illusion of a supernatural automobile. The car's sinister personality remains one of the most unique villains in horror history. Now 2026. More than 40 years later, surviving Christine movie cars have become highly valuable collector's items. Fans travel from around the world to see them at conventions, museums, and classic car events. Christine remains one of the most famous movie cars ever built. As of 2026, several major stars from Christine are still alive, including checkmark Keith Gordon, age 65. Checkmark John Stockwell, age 65. Checkmark Alexandra Paul, age 63. Checkmark William Ostrander, age 67. Sadly, beloved performers such as Dean Stanton, Robert Prosky, Kelly Preston, and David Spielberg are no longer with us. Yet their performances continue to entertain horror fans around the world. More than 43 years after its release, Christine remains one of the greatest horror films of the 1980s, proving that some classics never die, even when the car itself refuses to stay dead. Estimated runtime: 20 to 24 minutes with photos, clips, transitions, and cast comparisons.